Hey, what's up guys? Coach Dubie here to talk about an exercise I love adding into the program for arm care. Now, briefly, arm care, you're gonna wanna focus on breathing, core control, also making sure that the scapula or the shoulder blade is all the way on the rib cage, and also strengthening that rotator cuff in ER, IR, etc. And then also just making sure you get all the way from distal to proximal arm strengthening exercises in general. Now, one exercise I absolutely love to add to hit those lower traps to help keep that shoulder blade on the rib cage, keep that scapula in place where it should be, is going to be prone swimmers on the ground. Now, I'll show you two different things, but let's go ahead and jump into it and show you a good exercise for you to add to your program now. All right, to start, like I said, prone swimmers, extremely important to make sure we activate those lower traps on the scapula or the shoulder blade to make sure that shoulder blade stays on the rib cage. It's extremely important in controlling your arm on the follow-through, and it helps decelerate and control that shoulder blade as needed. So prone means laying on your stomach, and from here, all we're gonna do, start with our arms at our side. We raise our elbows up, pinching the shoulder blades, and then from here, we're just reaching straight out, Superman, all right? Notice how I'm keeping my head neutral. I'm not lifting up like this. We're going here, we're holding it, and we're coming back, all right? So it'll look like this. Now, if we want, we can add strengthening exercises. We can add weight to that to strengthen that exercise, like so. We can go ahead, add small plates like this. We can have dumbbells, whatever you can add, but I really want you to focus on just starting with your hands because the lower traps are extremely neglected. So, same thing with plates. Shoulder blades come up. We're reaching to the top. All right, just like that, nice, slow, controlled, get that exercise a part of your arm care immediately so you can start seeing improvements in your game. Now, one common thing people will do is add a bench, all right? And I'm gonna show you why I don't like adding benches to this exercise, all right? So when you're on a bench, it looks very similar, right? So we'll start here, we'll come up, we'll go right here, right? You're probably thinking it looks exactly the same. Why do I have to lay on the ground? Well, in order to show you why we're laying on the ground, we have to take this angle so I can tell you what is common that I see athletes doing wrong. So, ideally, when we do this, you wanna see yourself go up and you wanna see it right here, right? So, I do this exercise, my lower traps are strong, they can do this correctly. However, someone that has neglected their arm care for a while will start off doing this exercise looking like this. And you can see that maybe it's not as bad for me, but really the arms should be right here to really activate those lower traps, all right? So they go from here to here, and they're not able to do that. That's why we start on the ground. We start on the ground to make sure we do the exercise correctly. We strengthen those lower traps to keep that scapula on the rib cage and make sure your arm care is making a bulletproof shoulder.